Thomas, it's up for grabs now! Thomas! Put through by Steve Ball, would you believe it? Put down by Martin, Patrick Vieira is in for Arsenal and sweeps it home. It's Bergkamp. That's magnificent. Henry stripped it away from Carr. Henry!
Hello, people. How are we all? Hope we're all well. Thank you for joining us. 99 people, actually, no, 101 people watching at the moment. Thank you very much. I think this is long overdue, and I think it's about time some facts were said on this channel. Listen, judging by the headline, guys, it's not clickbait or anything like that. I genuinely am fuming. I had a massive row with Terence yesterday. Because as much as I love the bloke and as much as he's a mate of mine, I cannot believe the amount of crap that he's talking. And it seems to be getting worse week by week. So I've warned everyone today, everyone involved within this channel, everyone who I've spoken, some of you guys who I've spoken to on social media, whether it be Twitter, whether it be Instagram, that I'm not holding back. Unlike some people who this is their full-time job and they have this as their full income, so they've got to be very careful on what they say. I actually have a job. This is a sideline for me. So because of that, I can say whatever the hell I like, right? I've never, ever strayed from that, guys. You know me well enough. The guys who watch us week in, week out. If I've got something to say, I say it. I'm sick and tired of people biting their tongue and not speaking the absolute truth. A few of you, I'm not going to name you, but there have been a few of you earlier on today who have messaged me on Instagram and said, oh, what are you going to say tonight, Diesel? The truth is, guys, I genuinely don't know. I don't have a script. We never script on here, unlike certain other channels. It's not a script. It's not a soap opera. It's not EastEnders. It's not Coronation Street. It's not Emmerdale. It's not Brookside, right? And it's certainly not Benidorm. Yeah? It's cold, hard truths. Some people like it, some don't. Now, as I said, I'm not going to script anything. I'm just going to go with the heart because I think when you speak from the heart, the truth generally tends to come out. Yeah? I'm sure you guys will agree with me. Firstly, I want to apologize to you all. I owe every single one of you a big apology. And the reason being is last night you all had to endure Terrence talking absolute crap. And I can see Chig's in the chat. Big up Chig as well for coming on yesterday. Chig, I don't know what was said before the camera started rolling. I don't know what he said to you. I don't know if he put some sort of magic potion through the stream and it reached you. I really don't know, Chig. But you know what? It seems like for a little part of yesterday, he got you under his spell. And that just goes to show, when I say I apologize to you guys, I'm so sorry you guys had to sit through that. I caught up on the stream earlier on this morning, and I'm going to be honest, I could not believe what I was hearing. I just couldn't believe it. It just goes to show it's probably my fault. You know, I have a couple of weeks off. I go away. I enjoy myself. I'm out and about with this bird and that bird. You know, listen, everyone knows I don't hide from it. I'm a lad. You know what I mean? I love going out. I love birds. I love chatting up. I love this. I love that. However, due to my absence, I've left you in the capable hands of young Terrence there, and slowly but surely, the delusion has just been getting higher and higher. And for that, I apologise, guys. I can assure you, I won't ever go away for that amount of time ever again, because we need to start getting back to spitting truths on this channel. When I say where do I start? Where do I start? I'll tell you what, let's start. Do you know what? It's a good thing, actually, that we're doing this stream, that we've done it at 6 o'clock. And guys in the chat, I will come to your comments. I'm so sorry. I've got to get this out. You know me. I'm normally straight in with the comments, yeah, and obviously, but I will come to you, yeah. In fact, what I'm going to do, I'm going to give all you guys a shout out, right? Before I start spitting truths and start burying Terrence as what I normally do every single week. David P, AJ Byatt, Footy Chats is in the chat. Max Onley, Terry's Chocolate Orange, mate. I tell you what, you are one of the biggest trolls I've ever seen. I'm not even reading your comments out, bruv. So carry on spatting all your crap. I'm just ignoring you, bruv. So you might as well fuck off. Jimmy D's in the chat. Craig Malloy's in the chat. Hope you're well. Pepsi Pack's in the chat. Conwis, hope you're good, mate. Warren's Team Talk. Subscribe to Warren, people. Ding Dong's in the chat. Who else have we got? Eric Gurdon's in the chat. Well, mate. El Keo's in the chat. Big up yourself. Lone Star's in the chat. DJ Crane's in the chat. Charlie Hall's in the chat. Hello, Charlie. Hope you're good, mate. I haven't seen you before. Earl Lewis is in the chat. Big up, Earl. The Dugout Football Channel's in the chat. Hope you're well, Douglas. Doug and Carrie. Anyone who watches King of Queens, you'll totally get that joke. Liam R97's in the chat. Hope you're good, mate. Ryan O'Mahony is in the chat. Mahoney always reminds me of Police Academy. Big up yourself. Anton Pashkilev is in the chat. Anton, hope you're good, mate. Guy New is in the chat. Speak the truth, Guy. I intend to, my friend. Don't worry about that. Neil Stevens in the chat. Hope you're good. Jack and G's in the chat. Steve Westhead is in the chat. Samuel Pinsley's in the chat. Winter Surfer's in the chat. As I said earlier on, Chig's in the chat. Big up, Chig. Ben's in the chat. Realist TV is in the chat. Hope you're good, mate. Arsenal first. Josh Smith. Ricardo's in the chat. Craig Malloy. I think I've said Craig anyway, but I'll say it again. Hope you're well, Craig. I think that is about it. Tahir Qureshi's in the chat. Tahir, the timekeeper. Hope you're good, mate. John Gooners in the chat. Hope you're well, mate. Max Onley, Womanizer. Come on. Kevin O'Sullivan's in the chat. Colonel Ward's in the chat. Kevin Marks in the chat. Sam Dunster's in the chat. Blimey. Decent turnout, innit? Steve Cockgrove's in the chat. Hendon Gooners in the chat. Oregon Gooners in the chat. Jordan Jones is in the chat. Sean Hindham is in the chat. Emma Cullen is in the chat. Oh, finally, we got a bird watching. Hope you're good, Emma. John Hall's in the chat. MS Hussein's in the chat. Beast Ben is in the chat. And I think that is it. If I've missed, the Gaffer's in the chat as well. Atomic Gaming's in the chat. Nino's in the chat. Anyone else who I've missed, I do apologise. Shane United is in the chat as well. Right, let's crack on. Revanite's in the chat. Revanite FC, Bonkers LFC, and Sammy Dodger. Sammy Dodger's in the chat. Nathan Gasson. Blimey, 151 people watching. You guys must really enjoy it when I bury this guy. Well, sit back, enjoy, have your butter-kissed sweet popcorn in a bucket and munch on it, because obviously you're going to see me bury him again tonight. Right, guys, listen, I'm going to start off with this. It's really good. It's perfect timing, actually, doing this live from 6 p.m. because obviously, as we all know, Arsenal played earlier on. It's not long finished. We played Chelsea at the Emirates, and I watched it. I thought, let me watch it. So I watched every single bit of it, and I really focused on us, on how we play. Obviously, in a way, never thought I'd say this. In a way, when you look at the result, right, we lost 2-1. Did we get spanked? No. Result-wise, we didn't. But I'll start with the football first, right? I'll start with the game. What I saw, okay, and this is going to tie in very nicely to all that crap you heard yesterday, right? What I saw in that game was the exact same thing I've been seeing season in, season out. Now, let's be honest, right? When you next see Terrence on this stream, he's going to say, Diesel's going over the top. He's negative. He's this, he's that. It was a pre-season game. We didn't get spanked, so it's all right. Chelsea didn't spank us. We only lost 2-1. So what's the argument, Diesel? What's the problem? Let me tell you something now. We got bossed in that game. The first 10, 15 minutes, we started brightly, yeah? For the first 10, 15 minutes, Chelsea were anonymous. Chelsea were dreadful. Once again, we didn't capitalise. All this rubbish I hear about possession stats and all this crap, right? Once again, we didn't capitalise on it. We allowed Chelsea to find their rhythm, find their passing game. And then after the first 15 minutes, we got bossed. And do you know what, guys? Anyone who saw that game, right? Anyone who saw that game will tell you the midfield is where we require the most surgery. We do. They walked through our midfield like a knife through butter. And I'm sorry, I will have that debate with anyone who watched that game. Before I carry on, we do have a super chat. The first super chat of the night from Zane, my good friend Zane. Hope you're well, Zane. Hope you're good, mate. Thank you. Very, very generous of you. Really appreciate that, mate. That amount of money, Zane, what you're basically saying is you've allowed me now to go and get my 4 or 5 ribeye steaks. So once again, I'm sweet for the week. Thank you very much, mate. He's put, why did we spend 50 million on Ben Shite, yet wouldn't spend the money, which was a lot less for Kante, who was like 35 million? Zane, it's a very, very good point. Very good point. And you know what? A lot of that stuff I'm going to touch on at the moment because I've bit my tongue. Obviously, with the season being over, we did the Euros. So, obviously, and even then he's spouting crap. And I'm thinking, no, I'm just laughing it off, just sitting here and I'm just biting my tongue because obviously the season's not started yet. And then I was watching, I watched the stream. I was out last night, guys, as you all know. I was out partying it up, raving it up, right? So obviously I thought, no, you know, this morning I'll watch it. God knows why I watch it, but I thought, sod it. There was nothing else on telly. I thought I could do with a laugh. So I thought I'd watch it. And so, honestly, do you know what? Do you know what, guys, right? I always say this about the super chats about, you know, I love a ribeye steak and my steak cut chips and all that stuff. And do you know what? I'm starting to think, do you know what? Every single super chat that comes in, I seriously think we just need to start storing it and putting it away and putting it towards a therapist. I had one in mind, but do you know what? Terry's issues are so big, and it's just dawned on me how ill the guy must be. That the therapist I had in mind, which is a personal friend, I don't think he's qualified enough. We need someone top notch. And do you know what? For that reason, every single super chat, I'm just going to start putting it towards the therapist because this man clearly needs help. Clearly needs help. Zane, once again, mate, I really appreciate that. Thank you very much. And your super chat will start going towards this therapist because I refuse to go through another season listening to crap like that. We've got another super chat by Doug as well. Douglas, Doug and Carrie. Doug, thank you very much, mate. Really appreciate that. He's put big up Diesel. Have been extremely busy to tune in, but I'm amazed you guys are reportedly giving Xhaka a new contract. He should have been gone. Oh, Doug, I love you. Doug, I love you. You've taken the words. It's funny, Doug, right? Because when I say it, I'll probably get stick because he scored today. So obviously everyone's gone from left to right, and he's now the next best thing since sliced bread. But Douglas, thank you very much, mate. Really appreciate that. So guys, going back to the game, right? Like I said, we got bossed. When you see the lineup, right? Now, bear in mind, right, the new season, what is it, 2 weeks away? Right? I saw the lineup for the game and all this rubbish about pre-season friendly and all that. Listen, this is Chelsea. This is Chelsea, right? I ain't no such thing as a friendly. This is Chelsea, right? This is one of our most bitter London rivals, yeah? Right? There's nothing friendly about it, right? Let's get that clear. Anyone who watched the game today will know that weren't a friendly. It wasn't a friendly at all, right? It's Chelsea. Doesn't matter what, if it's for charity of pre-season, whatever it is, it's Chelsea. This is Chelsea. That means it's war, right? It's war. It's as simple as that. And I saw the lineup, and you know what? It was the same crap that we've seen last season. Same. Now, like I just said, the season's more or less 2 weeks away, right? And you look at that lineup and you think to yourself, really, what's changed, right? And I'll tell you something now. Yes, Granit Xhaka did score, right? But he come on, and I heard this cheer for when he come on, and I just thought, do you know what? That is so typical of this fan base. Do you know what? Let me tell you something there, right? Terrence's stream that he did last night, from what I saw last time, it might be more, but from what I saw, he got 11 dislikes on that stream last night. Now, I am fully expecting to get a lot more than that on this stream because there's a lot of people, a lot of us or supposed Arsenal fans, right, who just don't like hearing the truth. Yeah. Listen, I'm going to tell it straight, right? We are the worst fan base in world football. That is my honest, genuine opinion. Hand on heart, right? That is my opinion. How people have forgot what this guy has done, the way he disrespected us as a club, I will never, ever forget that, right? The player is crap. Do you know what the funny thing is as well, guys, right? I was watching that stream last night, And you know, and anyone in this chat room right now who watched it, right? Just hear me out for a minute. Just hear me out, right? Because I'm going to ask you guys something now. Now, all you guys were there yesterday. You was all in the chat room. You all watched it. You all watched Terence and Chig, right? Can someone please tell me? Because all I heard regarding this Granit Xhaka thing was, oh, finally, we're not going to roll over. Finally, we're not going to, that's our price. You either meet us on that price or you don't have to play us. As simple as that. Now, to an extent, I agree, right? To an extent, I agree, yeah? But isn't it funny that not once did Terence or Chig, right, mention anything about new and improved contract? Why wasn't that spoken about? I want someone in this chat room right now to answer me that question. Why wasn't that mentioned? Because all I heard in that stream was, oh, we want 20 million. Roma have offered us 12 million, right? So no, we're not going to roll over like how we normally would in the past. That's our price. You either meet our price or that's it, right? And like I just said, guys, to an extent, I agree with that, right? But no, one thing they didn't touch on, conveniently, right? They didn't mention this was, hang on a minute, that's all very well. But what about this new and improved contract? Now, new and improved contract, what that means is, number one, Granit Xhaka, I believe, has got 2 years left on his deal, right? 2 years, yeah? 2 years left. So new contract means, obviously, they're going to write him up a new contract. Improved means for a lot more money, yeah? Now, I don't know, guys, maybe it's me. Maybe I'm very different. I'm on my own here, and all you guys are very different to what you see than to what I see, right? But the way I look at it, the way I've been brought up, and what I know is, when you get a pay rise, it's because you've warranted it, yeah? When you've done such a good job that you've warranted extra money in your pay packet, more money, right? I ask you guys, what has this guy done, right? What has this guy done to warrant an improved contract? Improved, right? More money. That's what that means. More money. What's he done, right? So because we can't shift him out, we're going to not only give him a new contract, but we're going to put extra money on top of it. I want someone to answer me that. I want someone to answer me why. Why wasn't that brought up yesterday in the stream? Do you know what? Sod it. I'm going to be honest. You guys in the chat, why didn't any of you ask that? Because I'm watching the stream and I'm thinking, I want someone to ask the boys that. Ask them. And I'm looking in all your comments, and not one of you, right? Not one of you said, well, hang on a minute. That's one thing, the 20 million, the 12 million. Okay, fair enough, right? But then what's all this about a new and improved contract? This guy's got 2 years left, and we're going to give him a new contract with more money. More. Why? Why? Put Terrence in the corner because he can't answer that. He can't answer it. Right? That's where you've got him. This is why I bury this guy every single week, because I hit him with facts. Yeah? Now, listen, he will come out with, say, ITKs, this, that, the other. Listen, anyone else, right? I do take it with a pinch of salt. There is something about Fabrizio Romano that whenever he says it, 9 times out of 10, let's have it right. Romano's bang on. Let's have that right. And do you know what? Funnily enough, a half an hour ago, before I started this stream, right, I had a notification on my phone that apparently Arteta was speaking to TalkSport. In fact, do you know what? Let me read it to you. Because I don't want you guys thinking I'm trying to trick you or I'm lying to you or whatever. I'm going to read it to you. Because this will back up everything that I'm saying. Right now. Okay. Mikel Arteta to TalkSport. So this is an interview that Mikel did straight after the game, right? Granit Xhaka is going to stay with us. He is a key member of our squad. Arsenal offered him a new contract until June 2025 with an increased salary. Confident to complete the agreement soon after turning down the Roma bid, which was 12 million plus 3 million add-ons, right? So what's that? 15 million. We wanted 20. They've offered 15. Now, I'm guys, right? I'm sorry. if we've put a £20 million price tag on Granit Xhaka's head, and a club comes in with 15 million, I'm taking that. I don't know about you, I'm taking it, right? What I want to know is this: where's this overhaul? Because that's what we were told, right? That's what Mikel come out with, right? He wants his squad overhauled, right? You look at the starting lineup at that game today, right? Let's be honest. Is that an overhaul? We're starting today with more with what we've had last season, right? Lacazette's got 1 year left. Why is he still here? All these questions, right, that I wish you guys would have asked yesterday, yeah? Stick it on them, right? And that's another thing as well. All this rubbish I'm hearing yesterday about, oh, it's going to be very hard to get into top four. Do you know what? Let me tell you something now, guys, right? Let me tell you something now, because what you saw yesterday, right? What you saw, that stream you saw yesterday was basically Terrence finding excuses, right? So that if we do have another piss poor season, he can turn around and say, well, I did say it was going to be hard. I did say we probably won't get top four, right? I'm the one who's being negative here. Remember this, right? This is what people say. I'm the negative one. You've just heard a man yesterday on this channel do a stream and say, wow, no matter what we do, it's going to be very hard because obviously you've got Chelsea there, you've got Man United, you've got Liverpool, you've got Man City. So what Terence is saying is it's going to be very, very, the way he's talking, that's negative. That's negative, right? Could you imagine like a manager at your work saying, well, you know, we're going to try and hit our target this upcoming year, but it's going to be very, very hard, guys. So you know what, if you don't hit it, don't worry about it because it's not really, realistic, is it? It's not, right? As an employee, I'm hearing my manager, who's meant to inspire me, right, more or less say to me, do you know what? It's not impossible, but it's not realistic at all. So you're probably not going to hit it. But, we'll try. No, I want my managers to say, do you know what? It's going to be hard. It's going to be difficult, but you know what? We can do it. We can do it, right? And we won't stop until we do it. That's what I want to hear, right? Inspire me. Inspire me. And do you know what? What you heard yesterday on that stream was a load of absolute bollocks. And it was a case of, well, they've all got, decent squads. They've all got really, strong squads. So the chances are we're not going to be top four, right? Now, listen, my whole thing is I want Arsenal to win the league, right? That's what I want, right? But listen, I'm realistic enough to know that, do you know what? Every season, people have, it's the same as when New Year's comes around. We all have those New Year's resolutions, right? Now, every January, when we have those New Year's resolutions, they're not always the same, right? They're different, right? Aims and targets change year in, year out. They change, right? It could be your job. It could be you want to get a new car. You want to ditch your birdie and you want to go and get a new bird. It could be anything, right? They're not always the same, right? Sorry, I have missed a super chat. I'm so sorry. Zane, my friend Zane again. Thank you very much, Zane. Blimey, Zane. God, you're going to have me. I was just about to say you're going to have me fed for the rest of the month, but it's not going to be now, is it? We're going to have to sort our friend out with a therapist, and a very good one at that. Zane, Claude was right when he said Wenger and Gazidis should be on crime watch after what they did to the club. Exactly, mate. Facts. Listen, I'm not laying all this at Arteta's door, by the way. This is a bit of everything, guys. This is everyone. Everyone, thank you, Zane. I really appreciate that. Yeah, really appreciate that. Right, but as I said, aims and targets. Now, our targets and our aim this season needs to be top four. I don't want to hear any argument. Terence, it wasn't Chig, it was Terence who I think said this yesterday. Any of you guys clocked this when he said no one has a divine right to to get into top four? Yes, we bloody do. Let me tell you something now, right? We are the Arsenal. Right, I didn't hear anyone quoting off Ben White, right? Because I saw that interview, and Ben White said, "Well, it didn't take me. It didn't take too much to convince me. This is Arsenal, massive club. I'm at the Arsenal. Wow." When Ben White says it, yeah, I'm sitting here saying it. Oh, we're a big club. We're not a big club anymore. Yes, we are a big club. Don't ever lose sight of that. Don't let my sidekick here, right? This crap manager and this board, right? Lower your expectations. Yeah, we are a big club. Fair enough. We're not moving like one. We're not moving, but we are a big club, right? Massive club worldwide with a global fan base, lovely stadium there. It's all there, right? It's all there. Yeah. right? What we need to do as fans, we need to expect to be in the top 4, right? And we need to shout about it. You see what I'm doing there, guys? I run the risk right now on this stream of upsetting all of you guys. I run the risk, right, of you guys disliking this stream. I run the risk of you guys coating me off and slagging me off in the chat room. Yeah, I don't know which way it's going to go. I've got a mouth in me. I don't hold back. I tell it as it is. I slag off this fan base, something chronic. We are the worst fan base in world football. I don't care what anyone says. I would challenge anyone on that. We are. We swing from the left and then we swing to the right. Yeah, yeah. Certain other channels, right, are even worse. Scripted, EastEnders, Corrie, you name it. That's what they are, right? We don't do that on here. Yeah, I couldn't care less whether we lose subs or whatever. I would not sell my soul, right, for subscribers. I won't do it. I'm sorry, guys. I will not do it. I don't care. Care not. I don't give a fuck, right? At the end of the day, yeah, it's got to be, right, it's got to be factual in here. Factual. I'm sorry. I don't care what anyone says. And all this about a divine right. We are the Arsenal. We need to act like we have a right to be in the top 4. We need to act, yeah, like top 4 minimum. That should be minimum for a club of our size, for where we've come from, for the players we've had, right? We've had some of the best players that what the world has ever seen at this club, yeah? Play on that same pitch that these numpties are playing on today, right? And we're meant to sit back and say, what was it? I'm sure Terrence said this yesterday in the stream. Well, we're playing Chelsea tomorrow. As long as we don't get spanked, that's all right. Oh, so we can lose as long as we don't get spanked 4-5-0. That's all right. No. What mentality is that? What kind of mentality is that? Guys, you guys in the chat, I'm a father. I'd say this all the time. I always use this analogy. I'm a dad. I've got a son. Most of you guys in the chat have got kids, right? Yeah? Would you tell your kid, as long as you get top 3, it's all right. You know, just try and get foot. No, sod all that. You go and get number 1. Yeah, but Billy's better than me. Yeah? Well, you make sure you're better than Billy. I don't give a toss about Billy, Mary, or George. I don't care about my son. I want him to get number 1. Yeah? I couldn't care less. So yesterday, we bought 2 or 3 players, but Liverpool ain't done nothing. Spurs ain't done nothing. Man United have only got a couple in. I couldn't care less about other clubs. I don't care about other. What's that doing for me? I can't. What? So because Liverpool ain't done it, Man United, Spurs, Chelsea, Man City, because they ain't done nothing, then we must not do nothing. No, right? No. Take charge. Do you know what I'm saying? Use that to your advantage. Right, so whenever I'm hearing about, yeah, but no one else has bought yet, no one else has done this, no one else has done that, even more reason for us to do it, because then we've got an advantage. These clubs have got an advantage over us anyway, as it is. They're better than us, right? So why not steal a march? I don't understand that mindset. That mentality is an absolute joke, right? All this rubbish, we don't have a divine right to be top 4. But as a fan base is a reflection of the club, right? And it's no wonder that we are called the Banter Club. It's no wonder. We are an absolute joke. What you saw today, pre-season or not, I'm not having anyone, not Terrence, not anyone in this chat, I'm not having anyone from any other channel try and tell me, yeah, no, it was Chelsea, but it was a pre-season. No. Sod all that. Friendly or not, this is Chelsea. This is Chelsea, right? You show up, yeah? Show up. This is a rivalry, right? All you guys saw the stream that I did with Terrence, I think when we played, who was it? I can't remember the very first pre-season game that we played and we lost, right? I wasn't coming on here ranting and raving about that. That is a friendly. That's fitness. That's pre-season, yeah? This is Chelsea. This has got a bit more to it. This is a London rivalry. Yeah, anyone who saw the game, that weren't a friendly. Let's have it right. Yeah, that weren't a friendly. I've missed another super chat. I'm so sorry. No, I haven't. Zane, blimey, Zane. Mate. Who wants him to get this therapist more, Zane? Me or you? From how it's looking, it's more you, mate. Thank you very much. He's put Diesel. Can you imagine if you were stuck on a desert island with Terrence, Ty, and Boris? Listen. Let me tell you something. I met Ty at Claude's funeral. And I've got to say, really nice guy. Really nice guy. I've got to say that. I do not agree at all with his football opinions. But one thing I will say about Ty, he doesn't stray. One thing I can't stand people, and you know this, I can't stand people who change their mind every 5 minutes, or they just want to fit in with everyone and they want to be liked and all that crap, right? Ty ain't like that, you know, whether I agree with him or not. Similar to Terrence, he sticks with what he says. However, in my opinion, Terrence has more than overtaken Ty now, more than overtaken him. Because from what I'm hearing, even Ty don't want Arteta. So he's seen the light. Mind you, he's not the one sleeping with Arteta, is he? But there you go. But Zane, just to answer your question, mate, if I was stuck on a desert island with them, I'd probably kill them all. I'd kill them all. I'd use their body as food, mate. If I'm honest with you. If I've got to be savage, bruv, I'll be savage. I don't give a shit, mate. Yeah, I'd kill him. I would. I'd kill him. I could not handle that. I'd crack. But thank you very much for your super chat there, mate. Thank you very much. And this is it, guys. You know, it's listen. Look, there's going to be a lot of you guys who are going to disagree. There's going to be a lot who are going to. Do you know what? I'm not even talking about subscribe, smash the likes. I couldn't give a. This is a stream. I don't care about likes or dislikes or subscribers or anything like that. You know, it's a case of I have to come on and I have to put the record straight, because what you're seeing, listen, you know, it's great where you've got two guys on this stream, one who is so far to the left and the other one who's so far to the right, and that causes debate, and it's great to have, because I can't stand channels where you've got 3 or 4 guys on, they all have the same opinion, and for me I find that very boring. I like debate. I like seeing, well, he thinks that, but he thinks that, so you get to hear both points. Yeah, you get to hear both points, but it comes to a point where, seriously, when I'm not, one thing I noticed when I'm not on the stream and I let Terence on here on his own, it's like I always watch the stream back. I watch him and I think, why did I do that? Why did I let him on? Why did he? How is he? How can he genuinely believe what he's saying? Right? I just don't understand it. I don't get it. Right? And do you know what it is? Right? Terence, as much as I love him, but Terence is the kind of fan that's the Cronkies love. You know that. They love someone like a Terry because he don't expect nothing. Right? Terence is the kind of fan, all he's interested in doing is going to the Arsenal and watching entertaining football. Right? He don't give a toss if we win a cup or nothing. As long as he goes, you know, he gets his money's worth. He sees a few goals. He sees some attractive, you know, build-up play. He goes, I'm happy. That's it. Right? That's not a problem. That's fine. If that's what you want, that's fine. Yeah? Me personally, I couldn't be more different. I want to see us win trophies. I don't give a toss about entertaining football. I'm not into this, I'd rather watch Arsenal win 5-4 than watch us win a game 1-0. Right? I want to see trophies. Yeah? That's what I want. I want us back up there. Yeah? Right? The Arsenal that we grew up watching. Not this crap at the moment. Yeah? Got another few super chats here, guys. One of my good friends, DJ Crane. Big up yourself, DJ. Hope you're good, mate. Really appreciate this as well, mate. Best thing to do is let Terry self-implode. We have all warned him. He said it once. Arteta out. Truth hurts. Let him suffer. Then he has our shoulders to cry on. And we can always say, I told you so. Listen, I'll tell you something now, right? DJ Crane, yeah? Let me tell you something now, right? I fully believe Arteta will be sacked at some point this season. I really do. And when he does go, and he will go, yeah, he will go, right? Because he's putting his trust in this lot of players, yeah, who have let him down for the last 2 years, right? All of a sudden, he thinks these players are this season, he thinks they're going to wake up and start playing for him. No, that ain't happening. It will happen. He will go. I'm telling you now, watch. Fans are back in the stadiums now, yeah? Right, they're back in the stadium. Anyhow, we don't get off to a good start. The man's gone for me. The man's gone because people would start talking with their feet. and it will happen. These players, if we've learned anything in the last few seasons, guys, let's be real. We can't trust these players, right? Cannot trust these players. For me, what wasn't touched on really yesterday on that stream you saw was the outgoings. Now, you guys have heard me say, and listen, I don't stray. I say the same thing every single week on here, right? I say, I'm truthful. The fact that I'm more interested in clearing the decks. I'm more interested in who's going rather than who we get coming in. That's what I'm more interested in, because we've got all this Deadwood here, players on very, very lucrative contracts who don't warrant it, right? Or anywhere near it, right? They're still here. What I saw today, I saw Kolasinac today. What's going on there? I saw Bellerin today. What's going on there, right? And Bellerin had a poor game. I saw Granit Xhaka today. Well, we know what's going on there. We now know he's staying. So, but what we don't, what no one sort of talks about is it's twice now that he's been very close to being out the door. And on both occasions now, this manager, this piss poor manager, right, has somehow begged him to stay. And when I say beg, I mean that literally. Beg. Yeah? Beg. Arteta has begged him to stay. Who the hell is is Granit Xhaka? Is he that good that a manager deems it necessary to beg him to stay? Beg. Yeah? Twice he's been very close to leaving. The first time, I think it was Hertha Berlin. This time, Roma. And on 2 occasions now, we've managed to convince him to stay. And do you know how we managed to convince him? That money, wonga, dough, bread, moolah, whatever you want to call it. This is Granit Xhaka. What's he done for us? And a half-decent Euros. Great. That's great for Switzerland. What's he done for us? Gio, big up yourself, mate. Diesel, you're looking slim, bro. Terry said you have a new lady. Every day is party. Sorry. Let me start this again. Diesel, you're looking slim, bro. Terry said you have a new lady every day. I'll do it right, mate. I'll do it right. Is Partey finished? He is injury prone. It's Lakonga's time now. He plays with heart. Do you know what? I've got to say, Gio, from watching that game earlier on, before the injury, I thought Partey played really well. And then, obviously, Sod's Law, he goes down. And I heard a rumour earlier on that apparently he's going to be out for about 4 or 5 weeks, right? It's just typical Arsenal. It's just typical what we do. I said the other day on the stream, we still need another midfielder. For me, I think we need 2. I didn't think Xhaka would still be here. I honestly thought he was going to go to Roma, meaning, obviously, for me, we needed 2. I still think we need 2. I cannot believe Arteta has come out and said he's a key member of the squad. He wants to keep him. This guy, Mikel, how he's still in this job, I'll never know. He's just signed his death warrant. You live by the sword, you die on the sword. And for me, he won't last much longer. And when he goes, guys, I promise you this now, when he gets sacked, watch the stream I do on here. Watch the stream, because this may even break up our friendship, right, with Terrence, because I'm going to go for him. None of this, I told you so, and let's forget all that. And no. After what you've had me endure the last season with all that crap, watch what I do to you. Watch what I do. Because I'll tell you something, when I want to be, I can be an absolute bastard. And watch what I do. I'm coming for you when that happens, yeah? But Gio, thank you very much, mate. Really appreciate that. But yeah, I'm going to open the floor now, guys, and say a bit of a few of your comments. I'm seriously worried about Terry, because when Arteta gets sacked, it will destroy him. Max, I like debate, but not when people challenge the most clear of facts. This is what I'm saying. Guys, right? Listen, Lone Star, right? Look, we're mates now. I love you, right? I know you don't always agree with me. I know you don't. I know you're more in Terrence's camp, right? But I ask you this because of everyone in the chat, I think you're probably more Terry, right? And that's totally fine, yeah? But can you honestly sit here watching me right now, Lone Star, can you honestly tell me I'm wrong? Can you honestly tell me everything that I've come out with is not factual? Can you honestly tell me? Because, come on. You call them, I see, Lone Star, I see your comments all the time, especially this defence. You call them circus clowns, right? Yeah, which is a very good term because that's what they are, right? They're still here, yeah? Rob Holding, the defence today was dreadful. Yes, I know people, it was only, no, listen, we've been seeing that crap week in, week out, right? What have they been working on over the summer? Did we see any improvement? Look at Leno today. Leno was shaky as anything, right? I mean, come on. That weren't Chelsea's first team out there. We had a bunch of kids in that team. And look how they dealt with us. They bossed it. After the first 15, 20 minutes, it was all Chelsea. They should have scored more. Yes, we hit the post, right? But they should have scored more. Right, they went through our midfield like anything. The midfield for me, yes, we got Lokonga, right, and I am quite excited about that, I must admit. But anyone who thinks that is it, Lokonga will do. Look at it like this, guys, right? Look at it like this. We've now finished, this is another fact for you, right? We've now finished 8th, 2 seasons in a row, right? For the first time in, 25 years? Right? Yeah, we're out of Europe, okay? We finished 8th. Now, if our aim this season is to get back into that top 4, that means we've got to climb 4 places. 4 places, right? 4 places to get back into that top 4. Ben White, Tavares and Lokonga. Is that enough to climb 4 places back into that top 4? Because I don't think it is. I don't think it is. You know, I'm not looking the signings. Don't get me wrong, I'm not, right? But when I heard the term overhaul, Arteta wants to overhaul this squad, I expected a lot more because an overhaul for me is where you sort everything, yeah? Outgoings, incomings, right? Who's left? No one's left yet. Eddie Nketiah was playing today, for God's sake. What's he still doing there? Chris Willock, what's he still doing here, right? And all this rubbish that Terry's going to spin you are, but that everyone knows they're crap. We can't sell them because no one wants them. Okay, so you're telling me, right? You're telling me that every single footballer in world football who gets bought and sold, right, are better than what we've got. Chris Willock ain't good enough for Arsenal, right? Doesn't make him a right bad player. Some players are not good enough to play at the level of a club like Arsenal. Yeah, Chris Willock is a prime example. Can't do the business here. Goes to Newcastle, right? Still a Premier League club, but a lower level. And look, he's booming. Does the business. Yeah, right? But Terry will spin it well because obviously he must protect Mikel Arteta, the good-looking Spaniard, right? Who is probably shagging every single night. Yeah, he will protect him, won't he? Right, because this guy can't do nothing wrong. I'll tell you something now. If Mikel Arteta, right, was walking down the road, right, he walked up to a bird and just slapped her around the face, yeah? I guarantee, right, he'd have Terence on it. Yeah, well, she probably asked for it, right? This man can't do anything wrong. Why can't just see, right? Chris Willock, yeah, can go to Newcastle, right? What, 8 goals in 7 games? Yeah, right? That's probably his level, right? Just because he doesn't do the business here at the Arsenal, it doesn't mean he can't go elsewhere and be a right good player. Reece Nelson's another one. Granit Xhaka, I've said. Put Granit Xhaka abroad in a slower league, he'd probably turn out to be a right good player, right? Just because he's crap here doesn't mean he's going to be crap wherever he goes, right? But these are the questions that we should all be asking, right? We're meant to have salespeople, money men at Arsenal, right? Find them clubs. Yeah, speak to their agents. Find clubs for these players, right? It's not all about sitting back and waiting for the phone to ring. Make the phone ring, right? Speculate to accumulate. That's where the saying comes from. Why can't we do that? Because I see other clubs doing it. You're telling me these money men at Arsenal, whoever they are, you're telling me they cannot find one club in world football to buy Granit Xhaka? Really? Come on. I'm sorry. It's ridiculous. I'm not having that. Yeah? Chris Willock as well. If we don't want Chris Willock, right, Sell him. Forget all this loan nonsense, all this crap, right? Right? This is an overhaul. This is what we were told as fans was going to happen. And you know why they did it? Well, because they want your money for the old season tickets. That's why. What's changed? The season's what? Around 2 weeks away, roughly? Roughly, what, 2 weeks away? Yeah? You saw the lineup today? What's changed? Yeah, we had a 2 or 3, brand new players on the bench. But that lineup, what's changed? Has Kolasinac still here? Bellerin and Xhaka, by the way, are 2 players who have openly come out and said they want a new challenge. They don't want to be here, right? This is what I tweeted, right, the other day, yeah? This is what Terrence somehow miraculously forgets to tell you guys. Anyone who read my tweet, right, yeah, I did put a saying in, if true. If it's true, right? I'm not saying it is true. If it's true about Xhaka, about the new and improved contract, then it's an absolute disgrace. It's disgusting. We all know he's not good enough. We all know he shouldn't be here. We all know he disrespected us as fans. We all know he took a liberty with the captain's armband, right? You know, some of the best players we've ever seen grace a football pitch has worn that armband in the past, and yet he disrespected it by throwing it to the floor like it was a piece of trash. No, I'm sorry. A lot of Arsenal fans, with all due respect, have got short memories. I'm sorry. Yeah, I don't care. Even today, he scores a goal. Decent goal, by the way. I ain't knocking it. All right, decent goal. I guarantee the minute he scored that, I'm watching it thinking, I guarantee so many Arsenal fans now are going to swing from right to left now because of that goal. Because of that goal. That's what you got, guys. It's a shame. Absolute shame. But listen, we just got to start demanding more. In my personal opinion, all this rubbish I'm hearing about no one has a divine right. Which, you know what? If we acted like we did have a divine right, maybe we'd get it. Yeah, maybe we'd get it. I don't understand why having a winning mindset. Do you know what? Right, you guys, a few of you have mentioned this. Right, I've lost a bit of weight. Yeah, right. Yes, I have. I've worked bloody hard. I go to the gym every single day, right? Every day, right? What little time I have, I go there. Some days I don't want to go, right? I don't fancy it. I'm tired. I've had a long day. I'm a co-parent. I'm shattered, right? But somehow I drag myself. Even if I go and I do half of what I normally do, at least I've gone, right? Yeah, this is an example that I'm giving you. So when I go, I have my my earphones in, right, music, but sometimes I listen to motivational speeches, motivational quotes. You can find them on YouTube, right? There's loads of them, yeah, right. Rocky soundtrack or whatever, right? But normally it's motivational quotes, yeah. It's people who have been there, people who have been so low at the bottom. Yeah, and through a mindset, a winning mindset, they managed to somehow drag themselves from the bottom and reach the very, very top, right? It's not people who just spout it out. It's people who have lived it, breathed it, lived it, and have come out the other end winning. They're winners, yeah? And do you know what? I listen to that while I'm at the gym, and that helps me something chronic, because even when I've got 5 minutes to go on that treadmill, and I know my body's given up, I can't go 5 minutes, right? Because I'm listening to that, somehow, from somewhere, I get that extra strength or motivation, and it somehow sees me through to that 5 minutes. That's what I do, yeah? That's what I do. I do stuff like that, yeah? That's what I listen to. And that's why when I talk to you guys on the stream, right, you guys will notice I never ever stray. I never change my mind. I always say the same thing week in, week out. It's all about mindset. It's okay buying players with unbelievable amount of skill and technical ability and stuff like that, right? A lot of it is to do with this. It's mindset. It's having that winning mindset. Will you go the extra distance? Do you know what I'm saying? If you're drowning and I throw you a life jacket, will you grab it? Yes, great. Come on. Do you know what I mean? It's all of that sort of stuff, yeah? Right. But what you hear from Terence is, well, it's going to be very hard. It's going to, they've got better players and this and that, the other. So no matter what we do, we probably won't get top 4. And if that's the case, why are we all excited for the season then? Is there any point in... so if that's the case, why are you buying your season ticket? Why renew it? If that's your mentality, right, that we're not going to get anywhere near top 4, we're not going to get Champions. Oh, and that's another one. He doesn't want Champions League because if we are in the Champions League, we're just going to get slapped. Well, Tottenham reached a Champions League final with a squad like that. Let's be honest. Did Spurs have a great squad? No. Were they lucky? Of course they were. They still got there. Still got there though, didn't they? Right? They ain't got a great squad. So all this rubbish about to get to a final, you have to have a really brilliant squad. That's an absolute load of rubbish. It's a load of rubbish. I'm not having that. I'm sorry, right? We need to be at the big table where the big boys eat. It's as simple as that. It's sink or swim now, guys. One thing I will say, this season coming up, right, there is no hiding place anymore, right? So watch what happens, right, on this channel, guys, because like I keep saying, all this transitional, I think, big up to Kenny Ken, who said it earlier on Twitter as well. This isn't a transitional season. This is sink or swim. Yeah, he's been here 2 years now. Right, no more of this. He needs his players. He needs his own players. All this rubbish, right? All these excuses I'm hearing, right, for this third-rate manager, right? He is crap. In time, you guys, I know the majority of you guys know this anyway, but for the ones who don't, this is the season where you're finally going to see what I've been saying, what Kenny's been saying, Lee Gunner, yeah, Chig, yeah. The man is not good enough. I'm sorry, he's not good enough. In time, he might be, yeah. I'm sure he's a very good coach, right? Manager's a different level. He is not the man. And I'll tell you something now, right? I'd go as far as saying, some of these players I saw today on the pitch, the majority of them I don't want here. How they're still here, I don't know. Lacazette, all these questions, right? Any player who's got a year left, we either sell them or we renew their contracts. Okay, so Lacazette then, what's going on with him? What's going on with Lacazette? He's got a year left. In fact, I think from January, if nothing happens this summer, from January he can start talking to other clubs. So as much as I'm not a lover of Lacazette, we can still get a nice few quid for him if we sell him now, right? But no, it looks like he's not going anywhere. So what, is he another one who's going to be allowed to walk for free? Aubameyang, I'd go as far as selling Aubameyang. I don't want him here. Personally, I know I'm a minority, right? He let me down massively last season. Body language, didn't care, doesn't get stuck into challenges, pulls out of challenges, doesn't do the captain duties with the interviews. He leaves it to Kieran Tierney and a few others. He goes hiding. I'm sick and tired of cowards and weak-ass players at this club, and he is one of them. I don't care if Aubameyang's loved. I don't care. As far as I'm concerned, I look at him, I see weakness, I see cowardice. Yeah, I see a player who can't be bothered. I see a player who's got his bumper new contract. And yep, I'm sorted now. That's me done. No, my friend. No. Right? If you don't play for the shirt, you don't play. Turning up late for a North London derby. This is a derby. You're the captain. You're the one that all the players are looking at to lead them out to war. Yeah? And you turn up late like it's some sort of joke. No, not having that. No. Out. Get out. Start getting ruthless, Arsenal. Get out. Lacazette. Out. Sorry. You know, all this, he works hard. Well, bloody, a couple of $100,000 a week. I'll bloody work hard for that. Yeah? Not a problem. Yes, he works hard, but is he good enough? Is he going to get us to where we need to be and where we want to be? Probably not. No. Sell him. He's got a year left. Get some money for him. But you know what, guys? It's going to run the risk of walking out for free. Now, yesterday, Terrence and Chig on that stream, I go back to it. Roma offered, we want 20 million. They've offered 12. We've said, no, stick your 12, right? Get to 20 or we don't sell him. Okay, we keep Xhaka in. So when we go to sell him next year or the year after, then what? We're going to get more or we're going to get less? You know, I'm sorry. All this about, I get to an extent what they were saying there about obviously we're not going to, roll over anymore. I get that. But at the end of the day, we can start doing that going forward. There are certain bad apples and there are certain players at this club who we've openly, all of us openly have said, right, if we get an offer, half decent, yeah, just take it. Just take it. Now, 12 million plus 3 million add-ons, which equates to 15 million. 15 million for Granit Xhaka, take. Get him out of the club. He's been here long enough. He's not done anything for us, right? If anything, he's hurt us more than he's helped us. Get him out the club, right? This is where overhaul comes in, right? Get him out the club. I'm sorry. Personally, I think 15 million is a good price for Xhaka. That's my personal opinion. Yeah. You know, Hector Bellerin, anything that comes in, just get him out. Get him out. These players are going to drag us down once again. Guys, I'm telling you now, you guys all know it. These players need to go. Yeah. They need to go. Rob Holding, again today, dreadful. Right? Callum Chambers today, dreadful. These are the same players that we're going in, that we're all putting our faith in again this season, because they're not going. They're not going. I haven't seen anything. I haven't seen an overhaul this summer. I don't know about you guys, right? We've brought 3 players in. No one's left. No one's now. I get there's obviously another week or 2 to go. I get that. But we only had 4 players go to the Euros. Why has it taken this long? How have you not let go of any players yet? How have you not sold anyone? I find that unbelievable. I don't know about you guys, but I do. I find it absolutely unbelievable. You know, and this is the thing. Mikel Arteta has been let down. As much as I don't rate him, let's have it right as well. He's been let down big time by these players. And I've told you guys before, I've said this to you, you know, whether you like a manager or not, listen, we've all worked for people we don't like. We've all worked for managers, or we've worked under managers that we don't rate, right? But we still have to turn up. We still have to put a shift in, otherwise we're sacked. But we lose our job. I don't see why these players get privileges. I don't see why it's any different for these players. Why? Whether they like Mikel Arteta or not, right? You are an employee of the club. Your wages are paid by the club, yeah? Do you know what I'm saying? And this is my thing. So when you go, regardless of whether you like him or not, every time you set foot on that pitch, you put a shift in for the club, for the fans, right? All players have got their girlfriends, wives, and young kids in the stands watching them. So if you're not playing for Mikel and you don't want to play for us fans, at least play for your bloody kids, yeah? Because surely, if I'm a player and I've got my son up there watching me, I'm going to want to play my heart out because I know he's watching me. Surely, where's the pride? Where has that gone? You know, and this is the issue. This is what really, really winds me up about a lot of these players at this club. You know, they're all a bunch of jokers, right? Now, some of these players, Hector Bellerin and Granit Xhaka, are the main 2. Don't get me wrong. We need to shift 7, 8, 9, right? But the very first 2 I want out the door are Xhaka and Bellerin. Facts. That is a fact. Those are the main 2. And if I did a poll and a vote right now with all you guys in the chat, I'm sure 99% of you would agree with me. Those are the main 2 that we need to get out the door quick. And what annoys me is Granit Xhaka has been that close to being at the door on 2 occasions. And on 2 occasions, this piss poor manager has begged him to stay. Why? Is he that good? You don't beg a player like that to stay. Why? That just... I mean, surely that just should make you look at this manager even more and think this manager's an absolute joke. He's a joke. I'm sorry. You can't have it any other way, right? Hector Bellerin, do you know what? These 2 players have openly said they don't want to be here. Right? That's what makes the story even more funny, because they don't want to be here. It's not like we're trying to at them, but they really want to stay because they love the club. They don't want to be here. They've openly said, I don't want to be at Arsenal anymore. I want a new challenge. I want to go. Right? But yet we're begging them, players of that caliber, to stay. And people think we're going to get top 4 this summer because we've got Ben White, Tavares, and Lokonga. Oh, God. It is absolutely unbelievable. I'm sorry, guys. Listen. I'm sure Terrence is watching me right now, and I'm sure he's spitting feathers and he's making notes in his little pad, and he's probably going to do a stream tomorrow, and he's going to try and detract everything that I'm saying and try and deflect onto someone else. And these all this. Listen, don't listen to that crap. Listen to what I'm saying. If you're going into war, who would you have? Who would you want as your backup? Myself, or I'm telling you now, if you don't pick me, you're mad. You're absolutely mad, right? Because for me, it's number 1 or nothing. I don't do seconds, okay? Don't do seconds, never have. Number 1 or nothing. And it's all about having the mindset, right? I'm not sitting here thinking, I want top 4, but you know what? I don't know how we're going to do it because Chelsea and Leicester and... no, I'm not thinking that. They may have better squads than us, But at the end of the day, if last season has showed us anything, it doesn't. Listen, the league table, right, isn't in order of who has the best squad, right? We play Chelsea twice next season, same as Man United, same as Liverpool, Man City, or whatever. Yeah. At the end of the day, right, let's go for it. Let's not have that, because if you have that mindset of, oh, it's like what Terrence was saying about this game today. As long as we don't get spanked, it's all right. No, I'm sorry, that's not good enough for me. I want to win. Yeah, but it's Chelsea, Diesel. I couldn't care less if it was Barcelona, right? When you have that mindset of, oh, it's Chelsea. Oh, I don't know about this. Oh, well, as long as we don't get... Do you know what? When you tell yourself that, you've lost. Before you've even stepped on the pitch, you've lost. And I'll tell you something now. That mindset that my co-host was showing you yesterday, if that anyhow seeps into those players and the manager, then guess what? There's no point in turning up, because you've lost. You've lost the game. Yeah? I don't want to hear that. Chelsea are a very good team. Don't get it twisted. They're a very good team, right? But that's not 11 robots. They're still a team of 11 men. They can be beat, right? They can be beat. Go for it. Why not? Why have that mindset of, oh, it's Man City or it's Chelsea, or I don't know. As long as we don't get spanked, then it's all right. If we lose 1 or 2-0, it's not that bad. No, forget that mindset, because the minute you have that mindset, you're done as a club. You're done as a person in life. Don't ever have that mindset. Why not go for it? Why not want to win? Go for the win. Go for it. If you don't win, you don't win. But blimey, if Chelsea are going to beat us, let's at least make it very, very hard for them. Yeah? So if they're going to beat us, let's make sure that they have to earn the win, not just rock up and take the piss out of us. Yeah? I don't understand that mentality. I really don't. This is why I always say to you guys, because when I talk like this, a lot of people don't get it, right? They just don't understand it, yeah? It's all nicey, and let's all be friends, and it's all Disney, candy floss, and no, it's not. No, it's not. It's a very cruel world, yeah? Right? It's a very ruthless world, yeah? And at the end of the day, if you want something out of life, you go for it. You work hard. You win. Play to win. You know, if I'm playing the game, if I know I can't win, I ain't playing the game. It's as simple as that. I want to win. I love that feeling of winning, right? It's as simple as that. You know, that's the same thing I teach my kids. That's the same thing that you guys in the chat. I hope and pray, right, that you're giving that mentality and you're bringing up your kids the same way. You win. Because anyhow, if something happens to me and I'm not here, I know he's fine. Because I know he's got that mentality of winning, or at least going for it, right? Don't fail. Don't have the mindset, oh, I think he's going to beat me. No, you go for it. Go, because he is, right? I don't see Chelsea and all them worrying about us. Oh, it's Arsenal, isn't it? Oh, I don't know. All I've heard last couple of days, Chelsea fans are, we're going to beat him 3-4-0. I've not seen any Arsenal fan say, oh, yeah, Chelsea, cool, we're going to smash him, right? All Arsenal fans, we're just expecting not to get spanked. So we all know we're going to lose as long as we don't get spanked. Whereas Chelsea's mindset, Chelsea fans' mindset is they think they're going to rock up and beat us comfortably, right? They're not scared of us, but yet we're scared of them. So straight away, they have the advantage over us, don't they? They have the advantage. Why give them the advantage? Why? I don't get it. Anyway, listen, I could preach, guys. I don't know. Maybe I'm on my own. I just don't get it. I don't get it. I haven't forgotten this club. I refuse to drop my mentality to the same level that the club has. I just won't do it. I'm an Arsenal fan. I will always be an Arsenal fan. Don't get me wrong. You can't change a club. Unfortunately, sometimes you can't change them. But what you can do is whatever you've got in life, you know, however your mindset is in life, don't ever let this club change your mindset, you know, because all I'm hearing, well, if we get top 6 this season coming up, if we get top 6, then it's progress. No, I don't agree with that at all. That's not progress. How is that progress? Well, because we finished 8th. So if we finish 6th, it's no. Now, listen, with all due respect, we're not Fulham. You know, we're not West Ham. We're not Everton. Yeah, we're Arsenal. Yeah, top 4 minimum. This manager has been here long enough now. How many transfer windows has this man had? And we still want to give excuses for him? Huh? No, I'm not having that. No. Because what that's basically saying is no matter what he does, do you know what it reminds me of? It's like under Wenger. Yeah. Rewarded. Do you remember, the bonuses he got, the pay increases, the pay rises season after season. He didn't win nothing. But yet we're upping his money. Why? You get pay rises based on performance, right? Yeah. You get your bonus based on if you win something, yeah? Right? Because that's how it works in normal life. Like my job and what you guys do. Yeah. We get a pay rise. We get a salary rise if we've done a good job the previous year, right? That's how it works, right? So we win our bonus if we hit our targets, right? Targets. Keyword. Targets. Yeah. So if we hit our targets, we get the bonus. Right? So why doesn't that work the same way in football then? Because if that's the case, and my God, I'm in the wrong career. That's how I look at it. I look at it like that. Don't win nothing. You don't get a pay rise and you don't get a bonus. In fact, don't win anything, right? And you have a piss poor performance. You'd be lucky to keep your job. This manager has made us finish 8th. Now, let's be honest here, guys, right? With the squad he's got, yeah, we all know we need better players and new players. But don't tell me the squad he's got ain't good enough to be higher than 8th. Because I think it is. I think a better manager would have got us higher than 8th with that squad. Yeah? These players are not playing for him. And do you know what? I'm going to call it now, guys, right? There's 203 people of you who are watching me right now as we speak. Remember what I'm about to say. If you don't take anything from me in this whole stream I've done, just take this bit away, right? Yeah? Watch this season, because I'll tell you something now, right? What I saw today, the lineup, the players that are still here, that is what he's going to go with this season coming up. And I'll tell you something, these players have let him down. They've done nothing but let this manager down week in, week out. And if he thinks he's going to go into this new season with that same crock of crap, yeah, and they're going to somehow change and change their mindset and start winning game after game, I'll tell you what, Mikel Arteta is an even bigger fool than what I thought he was. Yeah. I'm telling you now, he's on a hiding to nothing. He's putting his trust in these players, Aubameyang, Lacazette. I'm telling you now, these guys will let him down eventually. Watch this space. And remember, right, it was me who said this to you, because I'm telling you now, I've seen enough of these players. These players are cowards. They're cowards, right? They're too nicey. Yeah, they can't mix it. When it really comes to it, they can't mix it. And you know what? Some of them probably can, but they will not under this boss. They do not run through brick walls for this boss. They haven't done it the season just gone. They haven't done it the season before, right? And they will not do it this season coming up. I'm telling you now, they won't. They won't. So Terry can tell you all he wants about I can see what he's trying to do. He's got a style of play now, and he's got his play. No. I'm telling you now, he's got 3 players in. If Terry thinks Tavares, Lokonga, and Ben White is enough to get us from 8th to 4th this season coming, I'll tell you something. Whatever he's smoking, pass it. That's a fact. Sorry, that is a fact. Remember this. Time will tell, but remember this stream. So whoever it is in the chat, clip it. Yeah, Craig Malloy, I see your comment there. Clip it. Right, guys, we've been going for 1 minute and 7. 1 minute and 7. Sorry, an hour and 7 minutes. Let's get through some of these comments. I haven't missed any super chats. I don't think I have. Once again, big up to Zane for the very generous donations there. Thank you very much, mate. I did see we've got Lily in the chat. Big up to yourself, Lily. Louise is in the chat. Big up to yourself as well, darling. And we have Smithy Lizzie in the chat as well. Big up to yourself. See, thought I'd forgotten you, but I haven't. Craig Malloy well said. Exactly, mate. Come on. Craig, listen, you got to speak facts, man. Diesel, we can't sell astronomically overpaid, woefully underperforming players during a pandemic when most clubs are skint. 10 players need to go. We know this core group has taken us backwards. I think personally, I think they can be sold. I think they can be sold. Lone Star, listen, you heard it from the horse's mouth, right? We wanted 20 million for Xhaka. They offered 15, 12 million plus 3 million in add-ons, right? The add-ons, we are going to get that eventually. So let's just round it up. It's 15 million, £5 million less, right, than what we've asked for. Now, would you have taken that? Because I would have. Anyone who says, nah, I wouldn't have taken it for Granit Xhaka, listen, we've been bashing this player all season. Yeah, let's not get it twisted, right? He has half-decent Euros, and a lot of Arsenal fans, as a result, right, have changed their minds now about Xhaka, right? So now they're thinking, oh, could this be the season that he turns up? Can he bring that Euros form and do that for us? No, he can't. This league is getting faster and faster year in, year out. Yeah, he's done nothing since he's been here, right? Nothing. What makes you think this season he's suddenly going to rock up? He's going to be faster and he's going to be more dynamic. Come on. Seriously, guys, wake up. Come on. 15 million for Xhaka. I'll bite your hand off. Why not? I mean, listen, you're looking at what, 2 weeks, right, until the season starts. Let's be honest. Are we ready? Are we? No, we're not. We're not. You saw it today. The same mistakes in defence, right? Leno, still shaky as you like. Yeah? It's the same mistakes. We haven't learned anything. What are they doing on that training pitch day in, day out? What are they being taught? Why is nothing being questioned to the manager or the backroom staff? Steve Round, the training staff. Why is there no questions being asked to them? Because we're seeing the same stuff. It's the same. Well, Arsenal, I've said it before, I'll say it again. Arsenal are flat track bullies. That is what I look at when I see our club. Yeah? Little teams, yeah, we can beat them comfortably. When we come up against a team who are half decent, not even a big team, a team who can play football, half decent, right? We're lost. Yeah? I saw it today. Same as last season. We're average on the ball. Where we struggle is off the ball. Off the ball, we are so poor. And this manager is meant to be a right good coach. So if he's meant to be one of the best coaches ever, why hasn't he fixed that? Right? Look, we're going to see in the season anyway. So I can sit here for another hour or two and really coat off this manager and these players. But at the end of the day, it's not really going to do much, is it? Because look, you'll see for yourself when the season starts. So, yeah, that's my little bit of, told you so. There you go. Conris, Diesel, if Arteta gets top 5 with 1 point off top 4, I still want him gone. Yeah, because he's not achieved his objective, Conris. Listen, let's not get this twisted, right? He needs to get top 4 this season, right? He needs to get top 4. There are no excuses anymore. There's no hiding place. I say this to Terrence all the time. Terrence cannot hide from me this season. You can't hide from me, Terry. You can't, right? You've laid your hat on, right? You've put your head on the block for this manager. Yeah? Even Ty wants him out. That's saying something, right? So for you, right, to deflect and not even acknowledge all the mistakes that this manager's made, you've made a rod for your own back now, Terry, right? Because what you've done, yeah, and I feel sorry for you in a way, because what you've done now is basically, this is the season where you can't hide. You can't hide from me, and you certainly can't hide from the people in this chat, right? Because we all remember all the nonsense that you've spoken about, yeah? And this is the season where you are going to get found out, and your manager, well, he's been found out anyway, yeah? But he won't last this season. He won't. I'm telling you now, he won't last. If you think, Ben, that was another thing. I'm sure Terrence said the other week, it's been a fantastic window. Because someone in the chat, Craig Malloy, Max Onley, Lone Star, you guys, Chris Davidson, Static, Archie, right? John Gooner, yeah? You watch us every single stream, yeah? I'm sure, not yesterday, but I'm sure a couple of weeks ago he said that. It's been a fantastic window, yeah? It's been a fantastic window, right? Can someone please back me up? Because I know he said that. He said that. It's been a fantastic window. It's been a brilliant window. God. I'll tell you something now. Look, static. That's true. There you go. Right. So it's been a fantastic window. My God, if you think this is a fantastic window, Terrence, please tell me what a poor window looks like. Tell me what a poor window looks like. Because Tavares, we've signed a backup left back. Yeah. Lokonga, good signing, by the way. I ain't knocking it. But Lokonga's probably going to be a backup midfielder. Yeah. Especially now that Xhaka's staying. And we've signed Ben White. Yeah. For 50 million, he ain't coming here to warm the bench. So Ben's going to be starting. Let's have that right. So really, we've signed 3 players, 2 backups, and 1 regular starter. And that's a fantastic window. We haven't sold anyone. Just those 3 players, 2 backups, and a starter. And that's a fantastic window. That's an 8 out of 10, is it? That's a fact. Yeah, that's fantastic. Do you know what, Terry? I know you're watching me right now. Yeah, I know you're watching me. And I know you're probably coating me off and calling me every name under the sun, right? But let me tell you something now, my friend, yeah? If you think that is a fantastic window, that just goes to show how different I am to you, how different mindset I am to you, how you are so easily pleased and I'm so hard to please, yeah? Right? This is an absolutely abysmal transfer window, mate, because no one has gone, yeah? These players, do you know what? What shocks me, Terry, right, is hearing this from you. You spend a fortune on your season ticket. I haven't got one. I refuse to buy one, right? So you really, because it hits you harder in the pocket than what it does me, yeah? You should be more on my page, but you're not. This is what I don't understand about you, right? You spend all that money, season in, season out, watching this crap, watching these players, letting you down, not putting a shift in on the bench, on the pitch, walking pace, right? And yet, you're happy with that. A fantastic window. We've signed 2 backups and 1 regular starter, and you think that's an 8 out of 10. Like I said, you are Stan Kroenke's dream fan. You really are. Dream. You are a dream for these owners. You are a dream. I am the kind of fan that Stan Kroenke cannot stand. Yeah? Me. Yeah? But that just goes to show just how different we are, because I expect this. You're happy with this. Yeah? That's the difference, Terrence. That is the difference. I'm telling you now, very poor mindset. I love you to bits, but I've said this to you to your face, so I can say it on the stream when you're not here. Your mindset is disgusting. It's in the gutter. It's honestly, for someone of your age, if you was 18, 19, I could maybe understand it a bit more. You're older than me, Terry. You are older than me. Don't forget that. You're older than me. You should know better than me. You should know better, right? Because we've both grown up watching this club and seeing where it was and how it's fallen. And you're happy. You're happy with Chelsea as long as we don't get spanked. Poor mindset. Disgusting mindset. I'm sorry, my friend, but that is disgusting. Randy Viper, my cousin. Come on, bro. Hope you well, mate. My one and only cousin Diesel. It's feeding time. Come on. Thank you very much, mate. All the super chats, though, Randy, I think are going to have to go towards an absolute world-class therapist for my co-host, because he seriously needs some help. A fantastic window. Oh, God. Oh, my God. I swear to God. I swear he's a secret comedian. Can't exactly. Look, exactly. It can't just be me. Can't just be me. Probably wouldn't ring Terry after this, Diesel. You'll break your phone. Oh, mate. No. Listen, I know he's watching me right now. I know he is. And you sometimes when I do a stream of my own, right? I do a stream of my own, and I know for a fact he's watching, and I'm saying certain things, and I'm in my head. There's a part of me that's thinking, do you know what? Sometimes when we're both on stream, we talk over each other, and obviously some things, you know, you miss some things that get said. Like Terry might say something, I'll miss it because I'm talking, and vice versa. So when I do a stream of my own, sometimes I think to myself, right, this is the perfect time, Tel, because you can sit back. You know, you're not on the stream, it's just me. So you can sit back and you can just watch. And you can take in and listen to every single thing I'm saying. And I'll do something. There's a part of me, guys, that sort of hopes and prays that some, not everything, but some things I say, surely he would hear and think, do you know what? yeah, now you've worded it like that, I kind of get where you're coming from. I kind of see it. Do you know the funny thing is he doesn't? He doesn't. If the sky's blue, to him it's purple. Tunnel vision. People like that, you are never ever going to change. You won't. You won't. Even when it happens, you know, we all saw it. Villarreal, second leg, we all went out. They knocked us out. We all heard Terry say, Arteta out. Is Arteta out? Yeah, that wasn't just me. He said that. You all heard it. He said it. And then he went back on it. He detracted. All this rubbish. Oh, I was in the moment. Oh, no. Sod all that. No. That was the one moment where I thought, finally, right, the truth. You finally realised the truth. Yeah. And your own words, not me. I didn't influence you. You saw enough for you to say, do you know what? I've seen enough. Out. He's got to go. Got to go. And the day after, we do a stream. Oh, I changed my mind. Nah. Not having it. LG, very hard, mate. Very hard when they're like that. Very hard. Ads. AC, you know. The AC is back. Ads, hope you're well, man. I'll expect you in a while. Hope you're good. Thank you for the super chat, mate. Really appreciate that. Blimey, you guys really want me to sort out this therapist for Terence, didn't you? Judging by all these super chats. Don't worry, I will. We're going to sort it. Thank you very much, Ads. Hope you're good, mate. Sherry D, Diesel, where do you think we will finish? I'm going to be totally honest with you. I think we're going to finish 8th again. I don't think we're getting the top 6. Listen, the transfer window's not shut yet, so there's still a bit of time to do stuff. Based on right now, so just say, obviously, the transfer window shuts tonight, and we do nothing more. We don't buy anyone else, and we don't sell anyone else. Based on as it is right now, 8th. I don't trust his players, Shammy. Don't trust his players. Ben White's a decent player. Decent. Listen, all this rubbish he said yesterday, I don't care what anyone says. 50 million for Ben White is overpriced. I don't care what anyone says. You can work it out, 10 million a year. No. Forget all that. 50 million is the price. That's what you look at. Right? You don't look at the installments or, he's only works out to like 10 million a year. No. It's 50 million. 50 million. Yeah, right. I could buy a Sony TV, which is $3,000. Yes, I'm paying in installments, but at the end of the day, it's still $3,000, isn't it? It's $3,000. That's what I'm shelling out, right? So 50 million is what we've shelled out for Ben White. That is a lot of money, but he's English. It's a premium, right? I get that, right? That's just how it is with English players, right? But he's a decent player. So, and as Chig said yesterday, look, it's not our money. And the one thing that they did say yesterday that I do agree with, funnily enough, I said this, I know Terrence took credit for it, but I said this last week actually, was a case of we get told by the media every single summer, Arsenal have only got a 70 million pound war chest, right? So because we see it, we read it, our subconscious, subconscious takes it in, because guys, as you all know, I'm quite a deep person, I'm a deep bloke, right? So when we get told that doesn't happen, by the way, to any other club. You know, the media every summer it always seems to be only Arsenal. Arsenal have only got 50 million to spend this summer. Arsenal have only got 40 million to spend this summer. Arsenal have only got 70 million to spend this summer. Arsenal can only buy players once they sell. Yeah. And obviously this fan base, as fickle as we are, we read it, we lap it up, myself included. I've done it. So sometimes when you hear, we've only got 70 million to spend, we read it, we tend to believe it. So when you're looking at Ben White for 50 million, we're thinking, hang on a minute, we've only got 70 million. A large chunk of that is going on one player, which happens to be Ben White. Nah. What's all that about? We do. Let's be real, we do. Like, we all do it. I've done it many a times. I read something, I tend to believe it's true. Because for me, I'm a massive believer in, there's no smoke without fire. And that's not to say that every single ITK is obviously telling the truth. The only one I tend to believe really is Fabrizio Romano. I do. I'm not going to lie. I do believe him, because 9 times out of 10 he gets it bang on. And I followed him for quite a while, and very rarely does he get things wrong, guys. So when he said that about Xhaka yesterday, yes, I was fuming. Of course I was. But you know what? One thing that Terry won't do, he won't apologise now, will he, for the ITKs, because it turns out it was true, because now we've heard it from Mikel Arteta. Yeah? Arteta has openly just come out now, a couple of hours ago, and said he will be staying with us, Xhaka. He's a key member of the squad. So that's now confirmed. That's confirmed. He's staying, right? So it turns out Fabrizio Romano was telling the truth yesterday. So when Terrence is on the stream next, guys, please remind him of that. Remind him that actually this particular ITK got the news bang on. Got the news bang on. So will Terrence apologise to Fabrizio Romano? Of course he won't. There you go. There you go. Quessy, come on, man. I'd be good, mate. I'd be good. I'd be good. Thank you, mate. Guys, I'm gonna blurt. God, I said that in years. I'm gonna blurt. Chris, the AFTV fan cams are embarrassing. Sums up our football club in a nutshell. Morons. Well, there you go. There you go. It's not so much the channel, mate. It's just certain individuals on it that I think just make us look like a laughing stock, if I'm honest with you. Kurt B. Diesel, what about getting Gareth Barry out of retirement to replace Xhaka? Kurt, I'd get you in to replace Xhaka, mate, if I'm totally honest. Do you know what, guys? I know I keep saying it. I seriously can't believe I cannot believe we've got to put up with him for another season. I'm genuinely shocked. I don't rate this manager, but even I thought Mikel Arteta surely is going to sell him this summer. Be nicey to him throughout the season. Once the season ends, yeah, sell him, get him out the door. I cannot believe he's staying another year. I can't. I'm absolutely shocked. And do you know what? What that tells me is like I now know what kind of season we're going to have coming up. It's going to be another poor season. It's going to be dreadful. It's going to be Eddie Nketiah's another one. What's he still doing here? Seriously, what is he still doing here? Reece Nelson, what's going on with him? Rob Holding, terrible. Year on year, he just gets worse for me, Rob Holding. Callum Chambers, I actually don't think Chambers is that bad a player. He's a player I would keep in the squad. Not in the starting 11, in the squad. Right, because he can play certain positions. See, this is another example, guys, right? Very quickly, yeah. All this rubbish about that Terrence will tell you about, no one wants our players, no one wants them, everyone knows they're crap, so we can't sell them. Well, hang on a minute. That's two examples now that I've given you. Chris Willock, poor for us, that goes to a lesser level club and performs. That's the business. Callum Chambers doesn't play great for us, but he goes to Fulham, he's their player of the season. Yeah, so this is what I'm saying. Just because these players are crap for us, yeah, doesn't mean they're crap players. Do you know what I'm saying? It doesn't mean they're rubbish. But yeah, yes, they're not at the required level to play for the Arsenal, but put them in a Fulham side or a West Brom or a Crystal Palace, right? They're probably half decent players. But because it's this notion, because they've been rubbish for us. They're rubbish for every single club in world football. No. Right? No, I'm sorry. Was Joe Willock rubbish at Newcastle? He was smashing it. They want him now. They want to buy him. So unless you've got plans for this player, you've got a bid of probably, I'd say, around about 20 million sitting there that Newcastle are willing to give you. So, Mikel Arteta, let me ask you, have you got plans for Willock? Because if you have, tell us what those plans are. If you don't, forget loan and all this. You've got a club who are willing to part money, right, to get the player. Sell him. So just sell him, right? Another thing, Saliba, very quickly. William Saliba or Saliba, yeah, however you want to pronounce it. Let me ask you this, guys, right? Chig, thank you for the super chat, mate. Really appreciate that. I'll reply to all this in my review later. Please do. And Chig, listen. Chig, right, you're my guy, yeah? Don't ever... Come on, man. I don't know what he said to you. I don't know if he paid you. Listen, I don't know what it is. He's obviously giving you something, yeah? He's giving you something, right? Don't fall for it. I know I've not been here, Chig, and I've had a break, and I've been out and about, raving up and enjoying myself, yeah? I regret all that now because... every time I seem to go away, there's just levels of delusion just increases rapidly on this channel. So please do not let this man fool you. Yeah, don't. He's very good at what he does. I understand that. He's very good with the words and he does get people on side. He only really does this when I'm not here. If I was here, I'd have put a stop to all of that. It's like watching the demon headmaster chick, isn't it? Look into my eyes, not around my eyes, look into my eyes, not around my eyes, look into my eyes, not around my eyes. The more you look at him, and obviously the more you get taken in. So yeah, listen, don't fall for it. Promise you, please. There you go. But yeah, guys, this is what I'm saying. There are players here that need to be shipped out, and they need to be shipped out quick. Right? No more of this nonsense now. I want to see a brand new Arsenal. This is what we were told at the start of the summer. Yeah, Mikel wants to overhaul the squad. And as fans, let's be real, we all got a bit excited about that, yeah, because we thought finally this Deadwood, these players who have let this manager down. Yeah, that's my only defence of Mikel Arteta. Yeah, it's nothing personal, right? I've never wanted him. I don't think he's good enough, right? We are a big club. Yeah, if we was a Vauxhall Conference club, then fine, let's have him. Yeah, we're a big club. We're a big club that are sinking season in, season out. We need someone, an experienced name, right? Someone who walks into a room and demands respect to come in and propel us back up there. Yeah, Mikel ain't going to do that. He ain't the man. And you know what? Even if he was the man, these players aren't playing for him. They are not playing for him. We saw it last season, guys. We saw it in the two semi-final legs, right, where it was a training session to these players. It was walkabout, right? They weren't running, busting the gut, right? Let me ask you this, yeah, right? I've seen games last season, more so the season before, yeah, where I used to see Liverpool 3-0 up in the game, right? And Liverpool are busting the gut in that game, and they're winning 3-0. I've seen Arsenal losing to a 3-0, and we're walking. We're losing and we're walking, right? 2 shots at the in the semi-final, 2 chances to get us to a final of the Europa League, and we blow it in both games in exactly the same manner because we didn't want to work. We didn't want it. This is a semi-final. We all said it around that time. It was a semi. How can you not want it? It's a semi-final. This is big. This is an occasion. This is you're 1 game away from the final. And if you win the final, my God, you go back to the promised land, right? How can you not want that as footballers? This is your dream, isn't it, to play in the Champions League? This is what all players want. This is what they all say. That's the ultimate, to play in the Champions League, because you'll pit yourself against the best players in world football. That's why players want to be in it. And yet we had 2 chances and we squandered both of them in the fashion like that. Yeah, and you guys want to tell me that these players are going to play for him this season? They're not going to let him down? I'll tell you something, guys. Honestly, we've seen this script before. We've seen it. Wake up. I'm telling you now, guys, just honestly, wake up. The majority of you know what I'm talking about. I still feel there are 1 or 2 of you in the chat who don't see where I'm coming from, and you think, finally, this is the season where we're going to see the real Arsenal. I'll tell you something now. Anyone who thinks Ben White, Tavares and Lokonga is enough to propel us from 8th to 4th, honestly, guys, I don't think Terrence is the only one who needs a therapist. I think some of you guys may do as well. So, yeah, there you go. So, listen, apologies, because I know, obviously, I haven't spent as much time with the guys in the chat, but this is something I had to get out. I couldn't give a toss about likes or dislikes, if I'm honest. If you liked what I've said for the last hour and a half, smash the likes. If you hated it and you don't agree with me, then just put a dislike on it. I'm not silly. I'm probably going to smash Terry to bits when it comes to dislikes, because I know a lot of this Arsenal fan base are into that Disney candy floss world. So you know what? I fully expect to get more dislikes, but you know what? That's fine. That's fine. If as long as I got through to 1 or 2 of you who actually still have that same mindset as I do, in terms of, having that winning mindset, all this rubbish about, as long as we don't get spanked. Honestly, when I heard that, I just thought it was an absolute, you know what? You should be embarrassed to be an Arsenal fan. I'm absolutely embarrassed, because that's disgusting. Disgusting mindset. Sorry, not having that at all. Not having that at all. The McChronicle, big up yourself, mate. Who dislikes the truth? You'll be surprised. Y'all lot need a serious psychiatric examination. There you go. Exactly. Exactly. Craig Malloy, Diesel, fantastic stream. You have smashed it tonight, bruv. Big respect. Thank you very much, mate. Thank you, Craig. Really appreciate that. Chris Davidson, my good mate there. Chris, love your pictures on Insta, man. Lovely family you got there. Hope the baby's well, and I hope the missus is good as well, yeah? Latest Diesel, smashed it. Got your back, mate. Come on. Thank you, Chris. Really. OG Slim as well. Sick name. It's just so deflating, Diesel. It is. Listen, you know, listen, what we can sort of listen. I've said quite a lot in this stream. You know, I've just sort of, you know, I remember things. I don't, like I said to you guys, I don't script anything. I don't know what I'm going to say 5 minutes before I come on here. But I know for a fact that once I click live and I start talking, it just comes out, yeah. And that's what it is, you know. So it's not nothing I'm making up. You guys watch me every single week. You know where I'm coming from. You know what I believe in. You know what I say. And for me, a lot of it is a mindset thing. I think if every single fan had the same mindset I've got and the same mindset that the majority of you have got, then we would make it very, very difficult for this club to go on like how they're going on, right? Because they're going on with some kind of foolishness at the moment, some nonsense, yeah? Right, we need to be that kind of fan base who doesn't have, you know, who doesn't stand for that. Like all this, no one has a divine right to in the top 4. Some of these things that I heard yesterday in that stream, I thought were absolutely disgusting. Yeah, whether that's true or not, we should act like, you know, it's that. I don't know if anyone's seen it. Right, there's a film that one of my favourite films is called Boiler Room. Right, so it's got Ben Affleck in it. It's a sales film. I'm a salesman myself. I love sales films. I love, you know, the buzz of getting that deal over the line and stuff like that. You know, anyone who's not seen Boiler Room, please watch it. For me, it's one of Ben Affleck's best films. It's one of his best films. It's not a really well-known film, but it's a great film. Giovanni Ribisi's in it as well. You know, and it's the thing he says, right, when he's doing this interview, but he's doing an interview with about 12 guys. So it's one interview with 12 guys in the room. And he's basically saying, put the work in. Look what you could get. You could be like me. I'm a millionaire. I've got a Ferrari. I've got this. I've got that. Yeah. 2 years of working your arse off. You can get everything that I've got. And do you know what? The way he says it, he inspires those guys. I'm sitting there and I'm like, oh, my God, where do I sign? When do I start? I want a bit of that. Yeah, it's the same thing. But what he says is that term, act as if. Act as if. Yeah? So all this thing about no one's got a divine right, whether that's true or not, act as if we do. Act as if. Act as if we should be in that top 4. We are the Arsenal. We deserve to be in that top 4. All the suffering and pain that we've had to endure since we left Highbury. Right, other fans laughing at us, rival fans. Basically, I've seen a few in the chat tonight. I love the fact that Mikel Arteta is your manager, because as long as he's your manager, you ain't ever going to get better. Right, that's from rival fans. We need to listen to that. Yeah, we need to listen to that because that's coming from rival fans. They're not being biased, right? That's why sometimes it interests me more to hear from a rival fan what they think about the Arsenal, because you know whatever they say, it's more or less going to be a lot more true. You know, there's nothing in it for them to lie or to tell the truth, is there? Because you know they don't follow Arsenal, they've got no passion for us. You know, so sometimes it's a lot more interesting to hear from a rival fan. Yeah, but this is what I'm saying. DJ Crane has seen that film. Nia Long is fit in that film. Trust me, man, when I say that. So, yeah, that girl will get smashed all day long. Yeah, Vin Diesel's in it as well. Come on, my guy. I've got a super chat here. King Tony, big up yourself, King Tony. Big up Vin Diesel. Come on, when are we letting the lunatics leave the asylum? Oh, sorry, we are keeping some of them like the Albanian Titanic. Thank you very much, Tony. Exactly, mate. This is what I'm saying. Kolasinac, another one. What's he still doing there? Eddie Nketiah, what's he still doing there? Lacazette, 1 year left on his deal. What's he still doing there? Not a lot of you will agree with this, but Aubameyang, I'd sell him, right? Xhaka, what's he still doing there? Bellerin, what's he still doing there? Rob Holding, what's he still doing there? Callum Chambers, what's he still doing there? Yeah? Yeah? Do you get where I'm going with this? King Tony, big up yourself, mate. Thank you very much for that super chat. Really appreciate that. Thank you very much. As I say, guys, all the funds, all the super chats, all the monies, the dollars, the do-re-mi, the bread, the wonga, the moolah, it's all going towards a world-class therapist for young Terence. I still think he can be saved. I still think he can be saved. But it's going to take someone who's, oh my God, they've got to be shit at what they do. DJ Crane, love Nia long time. Come on, Nia long. Exactly, mate. Exactly. There you go. And this is what I'm saying, guys. So, yeah, listen, just to warn you, still 181 people watching, just to warn you. Oh, blimey. Is that serious, Craig? 217 likes. Blimey. Wow. Obviously made. Oh, hang on a minute. There's always a catch, Craig. How many dislikes? Let me know the dislikes. I bet I've got probably about 400, you know. But look, guys, the next stream you see on this channel, I guarantee, is going to be Terrence. I know he's watching me right now. Making notes in his little file of facts or his little notepad. And he's going to think of things to say just to obviously, you know, come back at me. And, yeah, he's going to have his little bit of revenge or whatever. As far as I'm concerned, I've buried him in this stream. I buried him within 5 minutes of me talking. That's just my opinion. But for me, I can't, all joking aside now, I can't see how he can come back from this. You can't. I'm spitting facts. You know, a lot of these things, not so much opinions, they're facts. I'm telling you things that have happened. I'm telling you things that have not happened yet. I'm telling you things that you're going to see very, very shortly. You know, we were told overhaul. Where's the overhaul? We've signed 3 players, 2 backups and a regular starter. Other than that, no one's been sold. Where's the overhaul? Where? So you're telling me we've got, what, 2 weeks left of the window? Is that right? Around about 2 weeks? So in those 2 weeks, we're going to get rid of loads of players and we're going to get in 3 or 4 more. Doable. Will it happen though? You know, is he going to rely heavily on these letdown players again? Are we going to get top 4 with Tavares, Lokonga, and Ben White? Are those 3 players enough for us to jump up 4 places into 4th? Yeah. What is the aim for you guys? I mean, me personally, he has to get us top 4. By hook or by crook. Listen, we have an advantage this season. We have no Europe, right? So we're not going to be playing games in midweek or whatever. You know, we're playing weekends now. You know, we're playing like 1 game a week. We've got no excuses, right? No excuses for me. There's no excuses. He has got to get us top 4, minimum top 4 this summer, this season. Got to, right? There is no excuse. Oregon Gooner, thank you very much for your super chat, mate. Love you, brother. Hope you're good. Nia Long in Friday and Boiler Room. Yum. Facts. Good points about motivation, Diesel. Thank you. Arteta cannot motivate this team. It has been proven true. All love. There you go. Oregon Gooner. That is facts, mate. It's facts. It's facts. And guys, listen, you know, anyone, I just want to say this as well, right? Obviously, because, you know, we've got a bit of a platform. It's not a massive channel, but it's a bit of a platform where we can talk football and obviously other stuff as well. And like I say to you, yeah, when I say about going to the gym, I mean, listen, I've lost about 4 stone, just shy of 4 stone, right? In about 5 months, yeah? In about 5 months. Now, don't get me wrong, it's brilliant. But it's been bloody hard, you know, because I've had to sacrifice a lot. I love my food. I've got such a sweet tooth. Anything that's bad for you, I love, right? And I'm 6'3", so I've always been lucky over the years. I'm tall, I can hide it well. But it got to a point where I wasn't hiding anything anymore. You know, I break into a sweat peeling an orange. You know, that's how bad it was, right? So, you know, it was really honestly terrible. And it was just a case of now or never. And I've got a young son as well, and obviously my health plays a part. Just so you all know, it's my birthday on Sunday as well, a week today, the 8th of August. I'm going to be the big 40. I'm going to be 40 as well. So all them little things, they tend to play on your mind a little bit. And it's a case of, you know what I mean? I want to be here when he gets married and stuff like that. And I want to be able to run around the park with him and stuff like that, yeah? So obviously I've had to go in and hard. So like my whole thing was either now or never. Because the older you get, the harder it is to, like, you know, lose the weight and stuff like that, right? So when I talk to you about going to the gym, when I talk to you about the earphones, when I talk to you about the motivational quotes and the speeches and the stuff like that, I love stuff like that. You know, things like that really get me going. You know, I love especially when you hear it from someone who's been there, who's been through it. I'm trying to think the guy's name. I think it was Chris Parker. Is that his name? The Pursuit of Happiness. Yeah, the Will Smith film. Chris Parker. Chris Gardner. That's his name, right? That is a true story, by the way. It's a true story, and he does a lot of. He's a multi-millionaire now, right? Anyone who's seen that film will see how low he was, sleeping rough, just him and his little boy. And that is a true story, and I've seen everything behind the scenes. I've seen every one of his motivational videos, and he's such a nice bloke. And when he explains how he did it and how low it was, what you see in the film is nothing compared to how bad it was for him, by the way. So I watch those things, and I take it in. And one thing that I've always, a lot of these people say is, it's all to do with this. This is why I say to you guys, when we're talking about footballers, it's very well talking about his technique and his dribbling ability and this, that, the other. But that is the key. It's the mindset. It's the psyche. That's the key for me, guys. That's what I'm talking about. It's I'm saying the physical attributes is one thing, but I look for in a lot of these players is this, right? Have you got the psyche, to go out on that pitch and deliver a result? Do you want it? I asked these things when we had the two semi-finals with like Villarreal. Do these players want it? Do they really want it? Do they really want to reach that final? Do they really want to go in the Champions League? The stuff of dreams. Do they really want it? And why I'm so hard on these players is because 2 occasions there. Look, we'd be here all night if I mentioned every single game where they let us down last season. But for me, those 2 games were the 2 games where I thought there was so much at stake. And we were playing a team, Villarreal. Let's be real. We're better than Villarreal. Let's be real, right? When you look at what we've got and what they've got. So really, they shouldn't really have beat us. They had no right to beat us, But doesn't that just prove what I'm saying? Doesn't that just prove that, we might have the better players, but who had the better psyche? Who had the better mentality? Yeah, because they done us over 2 legs. It wasn't a fluke. They wanted it more. They wanted it more. Little Villarreal knocked us out and beat Man United. 2 English giants. This is Villarreal. And if anything, doesn't that prove my point that whilst a team might have better players, so all this nonsense I'm hearing from, Terrence yesterday about Chelsea and today and all, as long as we don't get spanked, yes, Chelsea have got better players. Does that mean they automatically come to our place and mug us off? No. It's that. They might have better players, but if our psyche's right and our mentality's right, we give anyone a game. And we can beat anyone on our day. Because that's what we've always said for years. Arsenal, on their day, Arsenal can beat anyone they want. If this is right, get that right. Yeah? Get the psyche right. Get the mentality right. Yeah, and if we can do those 2 things, guys, then do you know what? I'll tell you something. We can do something and we can go places, yeah? But you're never going to get that right when you've got players here who have been here a very long time and they're very comfortable. Yeah? They're very comfortable because everything's all nice and sweet at the Arsenal. No one wants to rock the boat here, and that's the problem. And unfortunately, this ain't the manager because they're not playing for him. They haven't played for him for over 2 years. And anyone who thinks that they're suddenly going to wake up this summer and they're going to play for him and run through a brick wall for him this season, you're all very much mistaken. So there you have it. I think I've said enough. I think I've done enough now, more than enough to bury my co-host. Let's see what he comes back with because let's be honest, whatever he comes back with, it's going to be a laugh and it's going to be funny. So we may as well all watch it with a bucket of popcorn and start laughing at him. But yeah, there you go. So I'm out, guys. It's been an hour and 47 minutes. I was only going to do an hour, but you know what I'm like. I've got a mouth on me. I love to chat. And guys, listen, a lot of you have watched and stayed with me, and I really appreciate it. Really appreciate it. just a humble bloke. I'm not ego. Listen, I'll tell you the truth. I always do. I'll always be the same. And to be fair, Terrence as well. And all we want to do is just sort of, these are our opinions, our feelings, and we don't want to sort of script or just tell you what everyone else is saying. No, sod all that. We talk from the heart here. So yeah, if you like it, smash the like. If you don't like it, then dislike it. I couldn't really give a toss, to be honest with you. This was always going to happen. It was getting to a point where he needed to be put back in his place, young Terrence, and I feel I've done that. Love you, Tel. I know you're watching, mate. I bet you hate me right now, but you know what? You know, if you're threatening to bring it, Tel, make sure you bring it, because when I come, bruv, and I bring it hard. So if you're bringing it 3 times, I'm bringing it 6, 7. Trust me. So, guys, wish you well, love you all, and we'll see you very soon. And yeah, let's see what Terrence comes back with, because one thing's for sure, the delusion levels are going to rise when he's on next. So yeah, love yous. Thank you to everyone for the super chats as well. Zane, thank you very much. Randy Viper, thank you very much. I think GA put one in as well. Thank you very much to all of yous. Love yous. Big up yourselves. Oh, and DJ Crane as well. Big up yourself as well. Thank you, bro. Love ya. Bye. Arteta out, by the way.